Good evening, Amit. Nikhil, good evening. Yeah, very good evening, Jasa and Sanskar Saksham Pavan. Good evening. Jai Hind. Happy Republic Day to all. Proud to be Indian. Shubham, good evening. Saurabh, learner. Yeah, Pavan Kumar Gandhi. Good evening. Vishal, Madhusri, good evening. Good evening. Yeah, Munib, Nikhil, good evening. Okay, let's begin the session. Yeah, Rahul, good evening. Happy Republic Day. Am I audible to everyone? Karthi, Asif, Saksham, good evening and happy Republic Day. Yeah, tomorrow will be compiler, no? Yeah. All clear? अगर मेरा वॉइस लो है आप वॉल्यूम बढ़ाना कोई बेस्ट सोल्यूशन है ना ओके फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन गुड आसिफ अलम गुड इवनिंग assume that this is a gate question how do you interpret कोई भी क्वेश्चन होता है इट्स ऑल मॉडिफाइड डेटा बट कहीं ना कहीं कनेक्शन मिलता है आपको गेट से इधर से उधर से it all the questions were not appeared in any exam and this 25 questions fresh दिखता है but data copied from gate and others but framed in my way इनके आंसर तो अभी फ्रेशली निकालना होगा आपको तो तब समझ में आता आपकी कॉन्सेप्ट कितना स्ट्रांग है राइट and remember 2D 1D arrays and pointers definitely 1 to 2 questions you will see in the exam so please try to practice all the kinds of questions which you have ये बहुत समय लिया है आंसर के लिए शुभम आंसर किया ए are you studying the concepts without understanding I feel like that I don't know where did you study from but the concepts are only the way that you can achieve the answer I'll just help you in option A. If the option A is given, your declaration is char Deva 100. If you want to access the address of, if you want to find address of Deva 4050, how do you calculate? Address of the first element is 0 plus if this is I and j, this is m and n, how do you calculate? The I multiply with n plus j and multiply with size of each element, correct? तो अब अप्लाई करके देखना, 0 प्लस I तो जो है 40 है, मल्टीप्लाई विथ n जो है 100 है, प्लस 50, so and multiply with char size is 1, right? It is a 1 byte. So which is equal to definitely 4050. But 2050, no, right? 40 into 100 plus 50. 40 into 100 आपको ये करना होगा, there are 40 rows before the row 40, 0 to 39, and each row has 100 elements. So you need to multiply this 40 with 100. So both are very important. ये दोनों को multiply नहीं करना है, 40 multiply with 50. फॉर्मूला को ये बिना कॉन्सेप्ट के साथ याद नहीं रखना है, राइट? इसलिए मैं लिखा है आई जो आप एक्सेस कर रहा था रो 40, बट उस रो 40 से पहले देर आर 40 रोज 0 to 39. ये आई is representing number of rows before this row. If you are going for row 40, then before the 40 there are 0 to 39 rows. उनके लिए ये I लेना होगा, right? Yes, अभी आया आंसर, अंकित इस सही है. Option B also gives the right answer. The char Deva 50 100. अब ये डिक्लेयर किया, मतलब देर आर 50 रोज एंड ईच रो हैज 100 एलिमेंट्स. आप एक्सेस कर रहा था एड्रेस ऑफ देवा 4050, ये तो एग्जिस्ट है. अब सेम 0 प्लस ये 40 मल्टीप्लाई विथ 100, 40 मल्टीप्लाई विथ 100 प्लस 50 मल्टीप्लाई विथ 1 will give you same answer. बट यहां पर क्या होता है, इंटीजर साइज either 2 और 4 मल्टीप्लाई करना होता, then will go beyond, correct? ये ऑप्शन तो दोनों सेम दिया. It was my mistake. I was trying to modify this as a 50 something like that, but copied as it is. Don't worry, C and D both are same. So what is the issue? If the C is the right answer, D will be the right answer. But in the exam you will never see such things anyhow. So C and D, any of them are not the right answers, right? तो मेन टारगेट वाज ए एंड बी, इसलिए सी एंड डी को मैं ध्यान भी नहीं दिया, उसको छोड़ दिया मैं ऑप्शंस को भी. एवरीबॉडी, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आपको ये 40-50 कैसे आता है, कब आ सकता है? डिक्लेरेशन कुड बी लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स. नाउ आई विल गिव यू लॉट ऑफ आंसर्स फॉर यू. 40-50 एक्सेस करना था, तो कैन आई डिक्लेयर लाइक दिस, char Deva, yeah, 100, 50, 100. Can I do 200, 100 also declaration? It will work, right? यहां पर 100 होना चाहिए, यहां पर 100 होना चाहिए. क्यों? आपको 40 मल्टीप्लाई विथ 100 चाहिए था. ये 100 जो है इधर से आया है. तो ये पहले जो कॉलम था, पहले जो नंबर ऑफ रोज का जो है, तो यहां पर आपको ज्यादा फोकस नहीं करना है. क्यों? आपका द सेकंड इंडेक्स पे फोकस होता है. इंटीजर का बाय डिफॉल्ट नहीं होता है कॉन्सेप्ट, ठीक है? इंटीजर एग्जाम में दिया होता है, इधर दिया है क्या इंटीजर का, मैं दिया भी नहीं है, इसका मतलब क्या है यार, इंटीजर का जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ता, कि इनको पता है इंटीजर का आंसर ही नहीं है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ वेज टू आंसर गेट एग्जाम. याद रखना, यहाँ पर इंटीजर का दिया भी नहीं है, इसका मतलब इनको जरूरत नहीं है इंटीजर का. इनडायरेक्टली बता रहा है द आंसर विल नॉट बी हियर, आंसर इज आइदर 1 और 2 हियर और नन ऑफ देम. ठीक है. integer is not default 4 bytes 2 bytes. ठीक है, mostly it will be provided in the exam. यहाँ दिया नहीं है मतलब इनका इंपॉर्टेंस ही नहीं है ऑप्शंस में. when there is no importance I don't give the data, then find out, eliminate properly. right, got it. तो whenever there is something which is not required, क्वेश्चन में दिया नहीं होता है, नहीं दिया तो आपको फॉलो करना होगा कॉन्सेप्ट्स को. right, you should not assume 2 bytes 4 bytes, क्यों, उनका जरूरत ही नहीं है. 2 byte भी assume करो, 4 byte भी assume करो, you will never get the answer 40 50, इसलिए वो दिया नहीं है. कभी कभी तो वो क्लियर के लिए देता है, बट ये ट्रिक है इसमें भी. ठीक है, लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Map the following groups. Group 1 is the declaration, group 2 is the type of the variable that you have. Sometimes I don't keep the options. Careful when you answer it. My questions are always MSQ type. My questions maximum times are MSQ type to give you confidence. Great. See? Let me check. B, C. इसी में कंफ्यूजन था लोग को. इधर C और B. कौन बनेगा करोड़पति यार, पवन कुमार B को लॉक किया है. Okay. This is integer pointer, right? P is which type? Integer pointer. So directly we'll choose option B. Pointer to integer. Integer pointer we call it as. Another way you can say P is integer pointer. Or int star P of 3. What is P here? P is array type and each element is pointer to integer. So what is the meaning of P? P is array. What is P? P is array of integer pointers. How many integer pointers? 3 integer points. 3 integer pointers. But यहाँ पर P pointer नहीं है. P is an array. What is this? P is an array. And each element is integer pointer. That means P is declared as 3 element array and each one is going to point to address of integer. It will have the address of integer. So P is an array here, not a pointer, but it holds a pointers, 3 pointers it holds. Okay. Now ये जो है P is a pointer, clearly mentioned P is a pointer, but where it points to 3 integer array, मतलब array which has 3 integers. So P is a pointer to integer array of how many elements? 3 elements. वो लिखना जरूरत नहीं है. To get a clarity, pointer to array of 3 integers. Last one is very clear. It's also pointer, but to whom? A function that returns integer. P is a pointer to function. Of course, I didn't write not required because of the options. that returns integer. Okay, answer, which one is matching? B, C, D, A. B, C, D, A. Right. Get a clarity, because this kind of questions will happen in the exam, and it may be for pointers or it may be for function signature. इस टाइप की क्वेश्चंस आपको दिखेगा, डिक्लेरेशन काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस। बहुत लोग को इधर कंफ्यूजन होता है, उनको ये क्लैरिटी रखना होगा, है ना। एंड ये भी है, मोस्ट ऑफ द सी प्रोग्रामिंग क्वेश्चंस आर न्यूमेरिकल आंसर टाइप। ये भी याद रखना, आपको ऑप्शंस नहीं दिखता है तो न्यूमेरिकल आंसर टाइप बहुत सारे सी प्रोग्रामिंग क्वेश्चंस होगा। तो फाइंड द आउटपुट, फाइंड द आउटपुट, फाइंड द आउटपुट। इसी तरह एक गेट क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस किया है, बट दैट वाज इजी। Great. All are answered. Great. This is what you are understanding. Excellent. Almost everybody got the right answer. तो इनका मतलब सेम है ना, IP of -2 और -2 of IP both are same, but IP कहाँ पॉइंट किया? इंडेक्स 0 1 2 3 4, जो IP है इधर पॉइंट किया। जैसे इधर पॉइंट किया, इंडेक्स 0 बनता है, करेक्ट। इंडेक्स 0 -1 -2 -3 -4 होता है, करेक्ट। और इधर से इंडेक्स बनता है 1 2 3 4, पर इनकी इंडेक्स ऑलरेडी एरे का इंडेक्स फिक्स है वो वाला। ये आईपी जो पॉइंट किया वो 0 इंडेक्स है, -1 -2। अब जैसे ही आईपी ऑफ -2 किया है, जो एलिमेंट आएगा आपको 30, तो ये होगा 30, और -10 करना है। 30 - 10 इज गोइंग टू बी 20। एक्सेलेंट। या वही तो है, आपको कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर है तो यू विल नॉट डू द मिस्टेक। या डिवीजन में बताया, आपको पता है। फिर भी कभी कभी होता है गलती से, अगर 30 लेने में 20 लिया, 20 - 10 10 होता है, तो ये मिस्टेक्स आपको कम करना है, राइट। अभी इसी में तो कोई मिस्टेक नहीं किया कि 1D है, अगर ये 2D होता देयर आर चांसेस। A completely new question and modified, and आंसर तो आपको पता नहीं होगा, यू हैव टू डिराइव इट। Don't guess the answer, okay? Do it properly. Use the rough paper and solve it. Yes, the 2 minutes में आंसर आना चाहिए। Hardly you should take 3 minutes. Great. अंकित and प्रकाश, क्या आंसर सही नहीं, क्या डिलीट किया है? नल स्ट्रिंग आ रहा है क्या? Now confused between C and B. क्या होना चाहिए आंसर? नो न्यू थिंग्स राज प्रकाश, वो अभी आएगा आगे, बट अभी जितना है उसी को कर लो. डी पे गए कुछ लोग, नन ऑफ दिस में गए अभी. तो मतलब ऑलमोस्ट पीपल हैव चूजन ए बी सी डी. मुझे क्या पता मयूक, आप ट्राई कर लो. /0 आएगा क्या? आप ट्राई कर लो. यू नीड टू एनालाइज इट प्रॉपरली. प्रॉब्लम क्या है? व्हेन यू एंटर दिस, I value is what? 0. And when you go here, J value is what? 4. अब when you check it, 0 less than 4. But इनके बाद एग्जीक्यूशन ये होता, वो नहीं होता. अगर गलती से वो किया, आपको प्रॉब्लम होता है. बहुत लोग को ये नहीं पता. ट्रू तो है, बट इधर आना है, उधर जाना है. तो आपको सीक्वेंस पता होना चाहिए. You should know the sequence. So after executing this, you should come here and I increment 0 become 1, J decrement 4 become 3. अब जो ये है, now after completing this, you will go to here. Now A of J, what is A of J? A of 3, you should move to A of 1. A of 3, you should move to A of 1. यहां पर A of 3 जो है ये है, या A है, तो इधर E जाएगा. So understand, A of 3 जो है, this value should move to A of 1. Now that E will come to this position. After that, we'll come here. Now 1 and 3, 1 is less than 3, so we'll enter again. I increment, that 1 become 2, decrement, that 3 become 2. Now we'll go here, A of 2, it is copied to A of 2. That means nothing happens. It is here only, no change, and will come again here. Now 2 less than 2, because both are 2, will fail now. Because of this, you will come from here out. When you come out, if you print A, it will print 𝐂𝐸𝐷. Do you have such option? No. So you will go to none of this. Everybody? So it's so easy. Only you should execute as it is given and do not guess anything like it could be null string. Not always happens. Sometimes you are lucky, null string तो ठीक है, but हर बार ये नहीं होता. All of you got the answer? Right. किसी को भी समझने आया, that means you are weak completely in arrays and looping. सबसे पहले आपको arrays and loops को अच्छा से प्रैक्टिस करना होगा. अगर यहाँ इतना इजी क्वेश्चन समझने आया, that means you are not knowing even what to write it. सबसे पहले इनको एग्जीक्यूट करना होता, यही समझने आया. Then you should go here, then you should go here, then you should come here. After executing like this, then you should go here. So this sequence you are not able to understand. That is the reason you don't know how to produce output. जो इसके बाद आप इधर जा रहा होगा, प्लीज स्टॉप गोइंग देयर. ये बाद में लास्ट में एग्जीक्यूट होता है लूप में. राइट, इस सीक्वेंस फॉलो करना होगा. राइट. अच्छा, आंसर रॉन्ग आया. ग्रेट. Nikhil, please take care of that. That means you are not able to even simple question for the GATE exam. It's not at all difficult question. Yes or no? इसमें कोई difficulty है? There is no difficulty in this question. Only this has to be repeated 2 times. That 2 times also we are not sure what is happening. That means we are in danger. Okay. Every detail was given. In case if you had any doubt, watch that explanation one more time. जे किसी को फाइंड नहीं कर रहा है, वो वेरिएबल है, वो अपडेट कर रहा था हम. ठीक है. ये 5 जरूरत है क्या इसमें? 5 जरूरत नहीं यार, ये आसान किया तो नल ही हो जाता. 5 तो एक्सेस ही नहीं कर रहा है हम कहीं पर भी, है ना. बाय डिफॉल्ट तो नल ही होता है, ये आसान करने के बाद ये नल ही तो होता है. बट डोंट वरी, नोवेयर वी आर एक्सेसिंग द 5. Forget about the previous data and previous question. Focus completely on this question. And you should make an habit. If you are solving this and you are focused on only this, the GATE exam, how do you attempt? At the end of this session, I will help you what are the mistakes you do in general. Remember that at the end of the C programming session, based on the discussion of the students from last 2 days, what are the mistakes actually students are doing? And I'll give the, I'll put on the slide and help you how to overcome it. Yeah, easy, है ना? Here P is pointing to, this index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. P is pointing to 0. 3 of P, who will be that? E. P of 4. क्या है difference? Did I do anything wrong? 0, 1, 2, 3. This one is also E. This one is also E. What will happen? Then when you take the ASCII value or integer value, it's become same. So 0, A plus 0 means you will get A somehow, and you are passing the address of the first character only, so it will print everything. Yeah. So this kind of tricks always there in the exam, and do not think so much, because it is so easy and no need to represent everything. Left or right recursion doesn't matter. Is it important? You do this plus and again you do the minus. Will it be the same answer or not? Of course you are right. You should follow left to right. But overall answer, will it change? When it is not change, then it is. How E came here? P of 3 is same as 3 of P now. Is not able to understand what we are doing at all, then what will you do in the exam? It's a basic question. That's what I'm only focusing on, basics, not much on time waste questions. These are concept oriented questions what we are doing. P is pointing to this one, so it's also creates the index same, right? Even you want to access to the P, you will have a same index for the P2. Now P of 3 means we will give E. P of 3 and 3 of P, is it same or not? This is nothing but star of 3 plus P or star of P plus 3. Both are same. That's equal to E. Similarly, P of 4 is also E. Correct? You got it now? Great. Okay. So I'll keep one more. None of this. Sometimes this could be possible. Because but I want exact answer. Don't answer E is fine, but also mention what is the answer. What is the output you get? Numeric answer type, you should know exact answer if it is not here. And assume that we don't have the options. Now, what will be your answer? If it is outside, if you are asking, it's a garbage, right? But if it is inside, it must be somewhere the value is. Now, 3, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. How could be that possible? No, 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 no. Something you are doing it very wrong. Very few people answered A. Shiv answered A. How many of you have understood two-dimensional array? If it is A of 3, then 0, 1, 2 rows are there, and elements you have 0, 1, 2. And you have the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what is the meaning of this is A of 3 of 0. Everybody knows that? Star star A plus 3. This one will give you A of 3. And when you do the star, which will give you A of 3 of 0. And here A of 3, you do not have it, right? This is there, but we don't know what values we have here. Everything is garbage. It's there in the memory, but you don't know what values are there. You can access that, no issue, but you don't know what is the value. You are not modifying it, you are only printing it. When you do that, this garbage value you are trying to do the -1, it will be the garbage only back. Unknown value. You're not modifying content here, you are only taking into buffer and you're trying to do difference, you will get unknown value. Everybody understood what we did here? The answer is unknown value. It could be any value that we don't know. Person to person answer may vary. It means system to system. आकाश, अगर स्टार पे आंसर समझ नहीं आ रहा है, इज इट 2D or 1D? Because you're not modifying Atara, you are only printing it. Printing it will not give you an error. If you're trying to modify which is not yours, may produce runtime error. Everybody knows that? You're not modifying it. If you're trying to modify it, runtime, you may get an error. Am I modifying or I am accessing and printing? Okay. Here, some people do not understand how to see. If it is 1D, if it is 1D, then one star will give you an element, yes or no? If it is 2D, here you require 2 stars somehow. Doesn't matter what you have, plus I and plus J. These are optional. This I and J are optional. Even you don't know, but these 2 stars are very important to get an element. If you have 3D, then you need somehow 3 stars to access the element. But first one, you will say plus I, and maybe you will say plus J, or maybe you will say plus K, something like that. This is how you understand to reach element. If you do not go for the 3 stars for 3D, will not come an element. You will get an address other than 3 stars, right? 1 star requires or equivalent to 1 slice operator, correct? This is obviously equal to a of 0. But when you say star a plus 2, this is equal to a of 2. Got it? So anybody not able to understand when will you get an element? If you are dealing with 2D, you require 2 stars. If you are dealing with 3D, then you require 3 stars. Somehow you should access an element. Okay? Yeah. Please take 2 to 3 minutes. I have some job. This is small I. Okay? Lowercase I. Any mistakes? Modified question. Just I want what is fun 16 will return. What is the time right now? Somebody came. I just will meet. Okay, 5 minutes. Just take 5 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I'll be back. Okay. So please solve it. Welcome back to the session. Sorry for late. Yeah. Harsh, find out why you take ASCII value, you don't take answer same यार. Answer is what? 2. But आप समझ लिया ना क्वेश्चन को? What is the initial n value? 16. जो ये फॉर लूप का एनालाइज कर लेते. फॉर I is equal to n, I greater than 1, I is equal to I by 2 and j increment. और इनिशियली I का वैल्यू क्या है? n मतलब क्या है? 16. देन 16 is greater than 1, perfect. and इसके बाद सीधा इधर जाएगा, इधर कोई स्टेटमेंट नहीं है, then it will come here, correct? I is equal to I by 2, 16 by 2 is 8 and j increment, j पहली बार आया, right? j initially क्या था? 0. So 0 become 1 and then we'll go to here. Now I value is 8, 8 greater than 1 and repeats, correct? या कोई नहीं था, repeats 8 by 2, 4 and j increment 2 and 4 is greater than 1, again repeats 4 by 2, 2 and j increments 3 and again it comes here, the 2 is greater than 1, so again goes inside, nobody is there and 2 by 2 is 1 this time, right? And increments 4 and 1 is greater than 1 will fail and this time it comes to the next loop. So now this time I is 1, j is 4, I is 1, j is 4. Now you have to execute another loop here for I is equal to n, j greater than 1, j is equal to j by 2 and some plus plus. And here I value is what? N. I initially it was 1, right? After executing this, I is 1 and j was 4 and sum is already there, 0, correct? You can track these values. Now I is n, so n value is what? 16. This is 16 and I has no impact on the loop because बाद में there is no I value used. तो अब इसके बाद j greater than 1, 4 is greater than 1, yes. So you will go to here, there is no block, so it will come here, j by 2, 4 become 2 and some increment 0 become 1 and then it will check the condition 2 greater than 1 because j greater than 1, it is true, it will go again 2 by 2, this time 1 and some increment, this is 2, it will come back again, this time j value is 1, 1 greater than 1 will fail and it will come down again. So now at this time the return sum is 2, so this is why the answer is 2. Just do slowly and it can be done in 2 minutes, but don't do hurry burry, you can do it but do it slowly. Okay, everyone got? Harsh, please don't spam. What is the concatenation? Do you have a concatenation anywhere? Do you have a concatenation there? You are doing addition subtraction, you are doing with integer values. Where is the concatenation, Harsh, in the previous question? And asking again and again, you should have the meaning, right? What will you do concatenation? Is it a concatenation? It's addition and subtraction. Why do you perform concatenation? Illogical question you don't ask. It's not a Java to concatenate. You need a string concatenation function to do the concatenation. Correct? In C language, plus used to add the integers or to add the float values. Go ahead, next question. Excellent. Yeah. Great, Ankit. If they ask in general, you should analyze. Ten, great. Those people who are able to answer it correctly, you have the right concepts with you. बाकी लोग जो नहीं कर पा रहे, please look at others. How do they analyze? In case if you have any issue in answering, practice. सी प्रोग्रामिंग ऐसे होता है, यहाँ पर ऑप्शंस नहीं मिलता है मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस के लिए, देन यू मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सी लैंग्वेज और सी स्टेटमेंट्स. ओके, जो भी इस सेशन में लाइव हो, प्लीज डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक द सेशन. दैट्स द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू डू अटेंडिंग while attending the class, or at the end after completing the video. Don't forget to comment what you have learned. That always helps us to do better than the previous sessions. आरे में दिक्कत होता है, इसमें आरे कोई नहीं है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, फंक्शन कॉल है, राइट. तो एनवायरमेंट को थोड़ा मैच करना होगा. इधर एनवायरमेंट, टू एनवायरमेंट्स, राइट. इधर x2 है और y2 है, और फर्स्ट टाइम इधर से आप फंक्शन कॉल हो रहा है y इज इक्वल टू f ऑफ 2 कामा 2. एंड द फर्स्ट टाइम जब कॉल आया, ये फर्स्ट कॉल है, इधर भी x है, इनका 2 है, और इधर भी y है. यू कॉपी द 2 and 2 multiply with 2, 4 plus 2 is a 6. Return 6 will happen first time, right? Return 6 will happen. तो यहां पर जो y है, it will happen 6. Everybody got the same? The next time x is equal to f of, अब x comma y मतलब 2 comma 6, and this time x is 2, y is 6. Now 2 multiply with 2, 4 plus 6 is 10. This time return 10, and here x will be 10. And now you are only printing x, so it will print 10. Sometimes x plus y they print, sometimes x comma y they print. So now the answer is 10. Okay. अगर टीओसी आप अच्छा नहीं किया तो दिस इज नॉट द राइट टाइम टू आस्क सच क्वेश्चंस, है ना. जो किया है उसी को आप फॉलो कर ले, और जो भी आपसे हो पाता है वही करना है. अभी प्लीज डोंट पुश यू इफ यू कांट डू इट. एवरीबडी, जो भी आपको समझ नहीं आया है, दिस इज नॉट टाइम टू लर्न. बट जो ऑलरेडी आप किया है, अभी थोड़ा दिक्कत कर रहे हैं, उनको प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं. व्हाट एसोसिएटिविटी, वेयर इज एसोसिएटिविटी? यहाँ पर कोई एसोसिएटिविटी का है क्या? एनी एसोसिएटिविटी कॉन्सेप्ट हियर? Again, illogical question here. Okay, go ahead. Just only check आप कितने जल्दी कर सकते हैं. कर पाओगे, but don't do silly mistakes. Answer 1. ग्रेट. 4-5 लोग आंसर किया है जल्दी. आकाश, शुभम, ब्रेक लर्नर. लेट्स सी व्हाट इज आंसर। इस टाइम में क्या है, जो दिया है उसी को फॉलो करना है, राइट। यहाँ पर x है और y है और p है। x का वैल्यू क्या है, 2 एंड 1, x इज 2 y इज 1 एंड p डिक्लेयर किया है और x इज 0, तो 2 को 0 कर दिया एंड p जो है एड्रेस ऑफ x है तो इट विल पॉइंट हियर एंड y क्या है, स्टार p वैल्यू है, इसमें क्या आएगा, 0 आएगा। देन स्टार p इज इक्वल 1, मतलब स्टार p कौन है, ये वाला, 0 बिकम 1 एंड x प्लस y, 1 प्लस 0 इज व्हाट, 1। बिल्कुल सही है आंसर 1। तो स्टेटमेंट बाय स्टेटमेंट आपको करना होगा टू अंडरस्टैंड। You cannot jump, you cannot get direct answer without doing all in a sequence. Okay. इस टाइप की क्वेश्चंस बहुत है गेट एग्जाम में। Sometimes they ask directly in a main function, sometimes using functions, sometimes even using recursion too. And remember, maximum gate questions on for loop, arrays, pointers, strings, functions, recursion along with storage classes. ये आपको मैक्सिमम दिखता है इन एग्जाम। अगर कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट इसमें थोड़ा वीक है, प्लीज मेक इट करेक्ट। पवन 12, ओके, 1 2 3 4 5, या 12 आया आंसर। विल सी आकाश, बेस्ड ऑन द टाइम, अगर आपको डाउट है तो विल आई क्लियर योर डाउट्स। स्टार पी मतलब यही होता है ना, 0 है और इसी को हम कहते हैं -1 -2 1 2, पी से कनेक्ट करना है, तो स्टार पी मतलब ये होता है 0 नाउ, वो भी नल कैरेक्टर, नॉट ए 0, नल कैरेक्टर। एंड अब स्ट्रिंग प्रिंट किया, सिर्फ इट विल प्रिंट 12। यस जय दत्ता, I'm already calling one by one. जो लोग भी मुझे मैसेज किया है, I've started calling. It's a huge response, right? There are a lot of people have been uh, requested to discuss. You know, yesterday nearly 60 students have been dropped a message on WhatsApp. So one by one, I'm calling it. अगर कोई भी ब्रैकेट मिस किया, कामा मिस किया, please let me know, because while modifying the questions could be happening that mistakes. प्रेसिडेंस, इस वाला करना है, सबसे पहले प्रेसिडेंस पता होना चाहिए। सबसे पहले कहाँ देखना होगा आपको इसमें, है ना। पहले आंसर आया लर्नर 11 की आया आंसर, लेट्स सी अदर्स। 3 आया है राज प्रकाश का। One thing I like here, that is, even though I did not teach you, C programming subject, but you are all attending and giving good response. It is very interesting. It's not very big. The C programs are many, but concepts are very less. Concepts are not more. Concepts are very few. Only the thing is you need that concepts. The problem is, even though you know the concept, you were not able to apply. The reason is you are not looking at as per the precedence rules or as per the requirement. Right? Can I make here itself? Why do you want to make separately? Is this the first row? Making this one as modification, right? First row, second row, third row, and fourth row. This is a complete array, correct? It is called as 2D. This has index, 0, 1, 2. That's a row number. And element number is here 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Row number and in that element number. Now in this, this expression, how do you look at? Right here, star a plus minus 1 plus 2. This is the expression, right? First look at, there is parenthesis here. Look at, there is parenthesis here. Now to understand, first you should go here, right? Without this you cannot do this. So iske andar you have a plus and you have, this is the highest precedence that you have, right, inside. तो सबसे पहले इनको evaluate करना होगा. What will you evaluate? Star ये मतलब a of 0 only. Who is a of 0 of 0? 0, 0. This one will come out. Element, right? This is a two-dimensional array, so you will definitely get an element. So this makes 1 is the answer. Everybody got? That's only the key. Then you will do everything all right. Right. So now a plus 1 minus 1. Yeah, a plus 1 karke fir minus 1. It's a waste of time, right? You can directly cancel it. So you can save your time. Got it? So this is you got a. And star a means a of 0 plus 2. यही तो है ना? Star a you can write a of 0 plus 2. And what you can write here? A of 0 of 2. So in a of 0 of 2, what is the answer? In 0 row, the second element 2, that is equal to 3. How do you get 11? Why did you get 11? Have I done anything wrong here? No, right? 3 only, na? So understand step by step, we will get a of 0 of 2. Right. अच्छा बाकी को देख के 11 फाइंड आउट किया. Okay. Yeah, great. Let's go. Now we have stopped commenting on 11 rupees, commenting on the people who have broken the trust. Right. अभी तो यार हमारा फ्यूचर है और हमको बहुत कुछ करना है लाइफ में. लेना सेकंड पैरेंथेसिस ओके यार, फिर पीछे आके यार क्या सेकंड पैरेंथेसिस क्या करना है? इस पैरेंथेसिस को या क्या करना है? स्टार ये प्लस 2. कितने बार इसको ये ऑफ आई जे है तो हाउ डू यू राइट बेसिकली, सबसे पहले इनको करोगे ना स्टार ऑफ a प्लस आई, तो इसी को ऑफ j करोगे, देन हाउ डू यू राइट, इनको सिंप्लीफाई करना है तो स्टार ऑफ a प्लस आई प्लस j, ये तो सबसे पहले सीखोगे ना, ये स्टार इनको अप्लाई किया j आएगा, स्टार इनको अप्लाई, करेक्ट, स्टार a प्लस 2, इसी को लिखा है a ऑफ 0 प्लस 2। एक और स्टार आया इसलिए 2 को हम स्लाइस बना दिया। Got it, learner? Your doubt is my doubt. I explained it. I guess you understood. जो भी करना फिर वही पर आओगे, आप मल्टीप्लाई विद साइज ऑफ एलिमेंट करो, कुछ भी करो, फाइनली यू नीड एन एलिमेंट, राइट? Don't take early decisions to find addresses, to assume bytes. Never work on sizes. They didn't ask you address. कुंदन, इवन 10 मार्क भी आया होगा, चांसेस है। It depends on what mode you have attempted, at which test series you are attempting, on what basis you are attempting. यही दिमाग हमेशा सेम काम नहीं करता, आपको पता है ना। यही क्वेश्चन मैं 10 बार पूछा है, एक बार गलत करोगे, एक बार सही करोगे। What is that strategy you are following? Only one best solution for getting maximum marks is you must be relaxed. You must stay focused on the concepts, not on the marks. Habibi, you are looking at the marks of the mock. Your strategy was completely wrong. है ना? मैं कहा था यार, you should never look at marks in a mock. Look at where are you lacking at. Why are you not able to get other 70 marks? Then you will get improvement. जब तक आप सिर्फ आपकी मार्क्स में देख रहा है, you're not doing your mistakes, you're not correcting your mistakes, then how will you improve it? The improvement goes step by step. You cannot become a ranker, you cannot get 70 plus utna easily. Yeah, Rishi. It's okay. Do it, practice on every concept. If you're not giving mock, it's okay, but you should be focused for 3 hours. $337. Have you seen this kind of question in GATE? Similar but modified lot. 337 most of you got. Anybody else got the different? 439 also you got. Pranjal, which is the right answer? 337. Let's check. This is a of 0, right? A of 0 is equal to a of 0 plus 1 first time. The 0 is become 11, correct? Next, when you do a of 1 is equal to a of 1 plus 1, then this become 21. And then a of 2 also happens because I is equal to also does the same, right? A of 2 is equal to a of 2 plus 1, then 31. Then when you come down, you are doing updating on I only, remember that point, not on j. But j starts from 7. You do update on what is the I value right now. When I is 3 less than 3, you come down, right? So a of 3 is equal to a of 3 minus 1. That is 40. You will decrement to 39. J is equal to 6 because you are decrementing the value. And 7 is greater than 4. And again 6 is also greater than 4. At the same time, again it happens. One more time decrement. And j is equal to 5. Again decrement happens. 37. When j is equal to 4, when j is equal to 4 greater than 4, it fails. So 5 greater than 4 you will succeed, but 4 greater than 4 it will fail. It comes down, it will print this one. What is the value of I you have all the time? 3. A of 3 right now, what is it? 37. 3 comma 37 was right answer. अरे क्यों होगा? आई तो डिक्लेयर इधर है ना, आई इधर, मैं अंदर डिक्लेयर नहीं किया. I is available for both. For somebody saying I is not there in the second. Akash, please don't assume such things. Error कब होगा? Anybody? If the int is declared here, like in C++ syntax, it is not there here I, then this I will give you compilation error. Yes or no? Because for this for I was not available, I is not declared, then you will see the error. But right now you know that's not the case. Yeah, great. Functions based question. I think there is a small typing error, int. It's a without any space. Just track down all the values properly. Four 23. Great, Pawan. So this kind of mistakes you should avoid. Should read carefully. Minus was there and 2 calls are there. So you should know what is the answer, what is the answer. G of 20 when you call, what will happen? H of 20, what will happen? Yeah. Bhavesh. If you are failing, please don't tell anyone. Right? You should stop telling to others. जो लोग बाहर एक्सप्रेस करते हैं उनको और डर लगता है बहुत. जितने भी आपको अंदर डर लग रहा है, दैट यू शुड कंट्रोल योरसेल्फ एंड टेल टू योरसेल्फ ओके इट्स कॉमन. ये जो फियर है इस स्टेज में सबको होता है, बट आपकी जो फोकस आपके रिवीजन प्रैक्टिस में होना चाहिए. बस मैं सारे कॉन्सेप्ट जो भी पढ़ लिया, आई एम एबल टू रिकॉल और नॉट, यही आपका हमेशा रखना है. आपके टारगेट रिवीजन एंड प्रैक्टिस पर होना चाहिए. अगर कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट आपको मेमोराइज करना है, then this we have only 2 choices that you have: revision and practice. कितने बार करना है, it's your choice. कब क्या करना है, it's your choice. But do it as many times possible to understand, remember these concepts. What is 20 returning? G20, 20 plus 1, 21. H20, 20 minus 1, 19. 21 minus 19 is 1. So you are calling now f of 1. When you call f of 1, g of 1, h of 1. What is g of 1? 1 plus 1 is 2. And h of 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. And 2 plus 0 is 2. What was the answer? You are getting 2 only, na? I thought 4 somebody given. What was the mistake you did? Did I print anywhere anything? Why people are answering it? Is it printed anything? Oh, sorry, this one mistake. I'm sorry. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. F of 2. फिर भी G of 2, H of 2, and G of 2 will be 3, and this will be 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. Still, F of this returns 4, and are you printing it? So you should find the mistakes. Have you seen? Nobody informed here. This program is not at all printing the output. Right? It prints nothing. Because if I give you 4 options, you could have answered clearly. Option A, 4. Option B, nothing. Then most of you could have been chosen 4. What will you choose now? 4 or nothing? So this is the identification of the mistake. Of course, I was not worried about what is the value returned also. Even I am doing calculation mistake, that is 2. You should go for answer B, because there is no printf here. They asked what is the output printed by the program. Okay. So take care of such things. Silly mistakes could happen. Oh, there is another mistake. Where is F? Void F. Yeah, one more mistake. It's a compiler error too. So I'm very sorry. That was not my intention. I edited. Now even my answer was wrong. It will give you none of this. The reason is this is a void. You are trying to return it. So this will be even compilation error. If you do that, that means without doing also you can identify the answer. Okay. If there is int here, answer is nothing. Here void is there, that's why its answer is none of this. Thank you for, because I edited just before the class only. Even my intention was int here, but somehow it went another way. Thanks for identifying. This is what, all such mistakes are happening because of small, ignorance. It's not bigger mistake, but even though you are not caring it, that was a compilation error too. So whoever identified, that was nice. Yeah. Yeah, shift. Previous question, the answer was none, because of f return was void, but it was returning something. $52 गेट क्वेश्चन, ये कोई नहीं पढ़ाया आज तक, ये एडिटेड क्वेश्चन है यार, मैं गेट क्वेश्चन नहीं पढ़ा रहा हूँ आपको, मॉडिफाइड क्वेश्चन है। गेट क्वेश्चन में आंसर कुछ भी हो सकता। मेरा क्लासेस में गेट क्वेश्चंस की कॉन्सेप्ट दिखता है, बट गेट क्वेश्चन असली नहीं दिखता है। पीवाईक्यू सीरीज तो हो गया ना, ये पीवाईक्यू सीरीज नहीं है, मैं सिर्फ पीवाईक्यू सीरीज में पीवाईक्यू कराता हूँ, बाकी इन्फिनिट लूप। first time, here x is there always, right? X is initially 1, keep it and delete this, because you should not see that ever again. Ab start executing f, what it returns? Minus minus 1. Will it become 0? Yes. Now this will call, and what will return? Minus 1. Minus 1 is non-zero. It will enter, and this will call, and it will return minus 2. Then you will go here, and it will come minus 3. So can I say that directly? Can we go for that? Then here you will see minus 4, and when you come down here you will see minus 5 and minus 6, minus 7, and keep on printing. And if it is asked in numerical answer type, and it's going to be very danger. Getting? Yeah. ये स्टैक ओवरफ्लो हो सकता है, और चांसेस है अगर 0 तक फिर वापस आया राउंड ऑफ करके तो वहां पर एंड हो सकता है. Mostly it is going to do like stack overflow. If 0 never comes again, it will be a problem to the stack overflow. Runtime error हो सकता है. So options, answers like this, series will happen. Minus 8. So output will be like minus 2, minus 5, minus 8, and so on. Got it? No. This question never comes as a numerical answer type. Options will be provided. Intentionally I have deleted all the options. The reason is like you should know what kind of answer coming out. If I give the options, you will easily identify the answer, correct? Yeah. One more interesting question. It confuses you lot. The reason is everywhere you see x and y. Track every variable and data carefully. Please connect with me. I'll discuss. Don't demotivate others if you are demotivating. There is no comma, it will print like a string. Remember, there is no comma here. Both the strings will print one after other. Yeah. You are sending y, right? That means you are sending indirectly this only. X, y, there is null character. Yes or no? 0, 1, 2. Everybody knows? Now the y is occupied with 3 characters. Yes. ये नया नहीं है ना, बिल्कुल आपको रिवीजन ही है जो किया है, सिर्फ वेरिएबल चेंज किया, डेटा चेंज किया. अब x जो है इधर ही पॉइंट कर रहा है, और y भी जो है इधर ही पॉइंट कर रहा है. x of 2, x of 3, but you have only 0, 1, 2. Now can you get this location? You are modifying which is not there in the system at all. You can access x of 2 that you can store here y. The first one you can do it because it will modify to y, but this one, which error it happens? Runtime error. Again, when you see the options, you will be having that runtime error option. You can choose easily. Out of bound access. So please do not try to produce output in case if I modify the question, then still you will face the difficulty. Okay, if I even increase the size here, we'll face the difficulty. We'll see that can we face the difficulty or not. If I have, let's say, y of 5, I have changed the data and this question is over. So I am changing the data to answer yourself correctly. 5, and now what is the answer? Now you have the enough size, right? Go ahead. Now what will be your answer? No, Ankit, in previous question you don't have the permission for that 3 location. You can print but you cannot modify. Previous question, x is static array. X means that whatever x is representing static array. And modifying is not allowed because it's out of. You can print it but you cannot modify, which is not user space. Now this will allow you null character. Now after when you come back, when you print x, x was not modified, right? It will print same x, y, x, y, and this percentage s is x, y, y. Null character is there, so it will terminate there. There is no comma in between. Remember, it will print in a sequence x, y, x, y, x, y, y. Looks like you have seen somewhere, right? This data, but not same. And remembering, I am always, at this time, I don't encourage to learn new concepts. How quickly you are able to do, how confidently you are able to do, how accurately you are able to do. These things matters. Remember how confident you are. How quickly you can do it. It's not enough. How accurately you are able to do it. These 3 things are very important at this stage. Confidence happens when you are doing best preparation. You should never doubt yourself. Remember, the confidence happens when you don't doubt yourself. When you doubt yourself, you will lose the confidence. Always believe the confidence happens when you believe yourself. When you don't doubt yourself. That means the solution for this is believe what you have done. Doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong, something you have done, it should be followed. And how quickly you can do, this depends on how much practice you made it. Practice and revision, these things only help you to make quickly the solving the problems. If you are not able to solve quickly, then you should understand what concepts are required to apply, right? First time you may take half an hour, second time you will take 10 minutes, next time 2 to 3 minutes you may take. So practice and revision helps you to do this approach. Now accurately, it's depends on what method you follow. If you're not following the right method, you may go to wrong answer. Right. Believe this is going to happen for every question. If you're not confident, please leave that question. If you had a confident on this question, that is, when you look at the question, you will know it. Yes, I can do it. Yes or no? When you look at this question, how do you know it's a confidence? I know assignments, I know addition, subtraction, I know right shift, I know this logical operators and bitwise operators and conditional operator. I know everything that makes you confidence. Correct? Once you have the confidence, can I do it quickly or not? Yes, quickly you can do it, but will you get the right answer? That depends on how you approach. Now x plus y minus z. Though you know it, first you do x plus y, then minus z. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 minus 3 is 0, that you store in x. And z, that is a 3, you are doing right shift with 1. What will happen when you do right shift? Left shift is multiply by 2, right shift is 3 by 2 will become 1 divided by 2. Yes, this is same as z is equal z by 2. Next, you see there is a conditional operator here. It's true or false. X is equal 0. Yes, true. So we'll go inside. True means you should go to this side. And this is not a comparison. Y you assign to x. Yes or no? Oh, not y. Sorry. Can you see this? Everything you should assign to x. What is that everything? Please understand what is happening here. I did not say it properly. Bitwise and this left shift and bitwise and, which is more precedence? Bitwise or bitwise and, left shift or bitwise and, both are bitwise operators. Which is more precedence in the table? Bitwise left shift or bitwise and? Left shift is more. So when you do y left shift, it will multiply with 2, which will become 4, right? This is 2 left shift with 1. This will become 4. 4 and 0. 4 and 0, yeah, you understood, right? It's a 0 only. 0, but don't change the y value, because this is just a expression. You are not assigning to y, remember. Just 2 is you have copied here, and 2 left shift with 1, you are not storing in y. Don't update this y. So it becomes 0. Again 0, do nothing. X is 0, and that 0 will be assigned to z. 0 is assigned to z at the end. Remember, you should not forget the same value of x is assigned to z. Now z is assigned to y. And what will it print? In z you are printing, even they print x, y, z, all are 0 somehow. Yeah. Y value never changed to 4. You are not writing y is equal y left shift with 1. If this will change, This will change y. This is not y is equal y left shift 1. If I do x multiply with 2, will you change the x? You tell me. Will you change the x? No, you will take the x value and you will multiply. Depends on left hand side, you will do it. This is not assigning to y. If you do y is equal y left shift 1, you will modify the y. This will change the y. But only y left shift with 1 will not modify y, will take the y and does expression, right? Evaluation. So this is one more mistake that you are doing. It was simply taking the value and doing the operation, but you were going to the y and updating. So this will modify the y, but this will not. Example, you know x multiply with 2 will not modify the x. It will take the value of x and it will multiply. That was the temporary expression. Understood? Great. So answer is 0. Okay. Simple questions now. Let's work on basics. Yeah, plus plus, minus minus, they will change the values because they have the L values, right? If A is two-dimensional array, A of I plus j is same as, what do you feel here? So confident? Akash, why do you go for A? Star of A of I plus j, this will give you A of ij because you are going to access the element. This is not, this is two-dimensional, so you need two stars. One star is there, one slice is there. This is same as, anyone? Address of A of ij. If you want to understand both are same, look at. Ampersand, first you will evaluate, this is a unary operator, but this are having more precedence. Everybody knows that? This is how you evaluate. You will go left right here, and once you complete that, then you will do ampersand. Now this one is star of A plus I. So now ampersand, the star of A plus I, and for this one, how do you apply? One more star plus j. Now this ampersand star will cancel, which is equal to, anyway, this is A of I only now. So A of I plus j. I'm just trying to prove this is same as exactly this one. No, Shubham. What are you doing there? Ampersand I0 plus j is not there anyhow, right? Why do you go for that? Looks like Shubham made some different answer. Looks like that also matches somehow. Yeah, 50 plus. No, this is different meaning. And ampersand A of I plus j is different. Star of A of I plus j is different. This will give you A of I0 plus j. This is different. This address of A of I, it will not give you the element address. Both are different. The star was there, you can write A of I0. Ampersand, you can't write A of I0. It will jump to the rows. You will not get element. It will jump to the rows. J times it will jump to the rows. Yeah. Anyhow, So do you want again this? Not required, no? Do you want again this explanation? Everything was clear. A of I you can write star of a plus I, that you can write a of I. A of I plus j, that can be simplified. That star is there, you can cancel this. And especially this j, you might be confused. First let me write here ampersand. I'll keep this as a of I only, not problem, right? I'll keep a of I. Why do you want to simplify? A of I, I'll just simplify it, plus j and star. Can I write that? If I have this is x of j, I can write like x plus j star. Understand? Now this star ampersand, you cancel it, a of I plus j. I was trying to explain a of I as well as of j. So don't modify a of I, keep it in the parenthesis itself. I did that, but not required to do it. And both are different completely. So this one, don't assume it's a of I0. Star, this will actually goes to the row address. Okay. This is row address. If you want to understand that point, you can take a of 1 row plus 3 times. Suppose I say address of a of, let's say 2 plus 3. Then what happens? If there's 0 row, 1 row, 2 row, and 3, 4, and 5. This is address of a of 2, this one, and plus 3 times. So plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. It goes here. So we'll get the address of this one, this one. Of course, that may be there, may not be there, we don't know, but how this switches. But this is not the row address, it's the element address. Okay, let's go to the another one. Yes, a of I is same as, perfect. A of I is equal to address of a of I0, perfect. Why? Because x, if you mention, let's say x is an array name, then it is called as x of 0. If this you assume x and address of x of 0, I'm sorry, you can replace that x. In 1D, 2D, what do you do, right? X represent address of x of 0, doesn't matter is element or row or table. In 1D, this is, I explained clearly, in 1D, if you declare int a of, let's say 10, a is same as address of a of 0 everywhere, but this represent address of element. But when it comes to 2D, if I say int a of 10, now a is same as address of a of 0, but this doesn't represent element, it represent address of row. In 3D, it represent address of table. Okay, I hope you remember that concept. So many people fail to understand these expressions as they don't know how to evaluate. Okay, a of ij is same as now. How many of you know a of ij is actually same as a of ij? You do this way. So this one I can write many ways. A of I can write I of a also, right? That, but why B is correct? No. You cannot switch that I and J. Why ABC you have written? No. But this one is fine, right? A of I you can also write star A of star A plus I, but will it evaluate first? Let me think that. Will it do it? I think, let me check what's happening here. There's some problem with this. Anybody identify that? Star A plus I of j is not equal to star of A plus I of j. Everybody agree? What you were thinking was this, and this is absolutely same as A of ij. This is equal to A of ij, no doubt. But this is not equal to A of ij. Do you know why? Because here this star has less precedence than the slice. So here this one is evaluated first. And in that case, if you do that, star of A plus I plus j, if you do that, star will be there and plus j, sorry, of j, right? I'm very sorry again. When you do this first, how do you apply this? One more star, A plus I and plus j will happen. Can you see that? Are they same or different? So one mistake that you are doing, this is actually equal to, yeah, somebody has written A of I plus j of 0. Perfectly right. A of I plus j of 0 happens. That's not the same as what you are looking at. And please don't choose a C. And D, obviously that is right, because A of 5 plus j, that will happen last. So only A and D. How many of you answered it? I've seen a lot of answers A, C, D. Okay, so please take care of it. Any doubt? Right, you got a clarity, right? What I did here, the reason was star A plus I. I'll write clearly of j. Now there are two things. Star is one operator, slice is another operator, and this one. You know, this one and this one is in first row, star ampersand is in the second row. These are the highest precedence and follows left to right. So you should take this as the first, you should take this as the second, and then you should take this as a third. पहले वाला छोड़ो, पॉइंटर पॉइंटर कहाँ है यार? A plus, that was just expression. पहले वाला, it's not about, that's what I'm writing, which is same as, right? It's not about initialization, it's just another way to write the same expression. A of ij, you can write I of A, because you are going to evaluate this as the first, and which exactly looks like what you are writing here. The same expression comes out here, star of A plus I, something like that. Yeah. And on the slide, mention everything properly and analyze it. If anybody want the concepts on this, I think before 3 years, I have taken free sessions on YouTube. Right, you can search C programming by Mallesham Deva Sir. There you can see the concepts of 2D and 1D clearly there. That will help you to understand how you access the elements and how you access the addresses. 0 5 times it prints or 1 time? If this is a numerical question, you should write how many zeros it is printed. Okay, 1 0 is not same as 4 zeros like mathematics. Yeah, good observation. Here semicolon is not there, so it's a, of course I'm making it now as it was deleted, but that's fine. Good observation. Error was there. Okay, assume that that error is now gone. First point is it was error, but didn't ask find the error now. So if this is the case, if it is a numerical answer type, you can challenge it, because error you can't fill it. So question is incomplete. Because it was my mistake, I edited it. Now its semicolon was there. Okay, when you do x of I is equal 0, I initial is 0, right? So now this makes x of 0 equal to 0. So this one makes 0. But now x of 0, that is x of 0 means 0. So 0 less than 5 is true. 0 less than 5 is true. You will enter inside, and x of 0 is 0. It will print 0. And you go here, I become 1. I initially it's 0. It become 1. Next term, x of 1 less than 5, that is 20 less than 5, it fails. It comes out. So only one time 0 printed when you add a semicolon here. If you don't have a semicolon here, yes, it may produce error. Yeah. Just first find out if there are any semicolon mistakes. No semicolon mistakes, right? Yeah. Which of the following are valid declarations for array? Which array is 1D array? All are given as 1D. I see a lot of people are did not like the session yet. Please, in case if you did not like the session, do it first and also reply to this answer. And yesterday, thank you so much who have posted on LinkedIn and tagged me. And that helps a lot to reach many students. So how many of you posted on LinkedIn yesterday's the tables? Yeah, gosh. सेवन के लिए बहुत हो गया. I think more than 8 right now. I'm good, Slok. Valid declarations. Is this valid? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still it is valid. 6. You have 4. It is also valid. Is all are valid. There is no such thing here. It is wrong. Correct? Some people answer C. That means 4. Is it wrong? What is the meaning of this? It's the same as int a of 1 is equal to 4. Correct or not? Internally what happens? automatically assigns the number of elements here by the compiler. This is computed by the compiler. This compiler knows how many elements you have assigned. Even though you didn't mention the size, it calculates based on number of elements. We are very near to end, and before that we'll discuss very important points like why we are not able to get marks, right? अभी marks देखना जरूरी है क्या, और mock test देना जरूरी है क्या, अभी इस moment में क्या करना चाहिए. We'll do a very important discussion after this 25 questions. CBA, CBA, C, ABC, CBA. This many answers will not come, right? That means analysis is wrong. Yeah, many were answering like CBA, CBA. What about you? Some were answering BCA. Okay. Let me deal it properly. Like you have the array which has 3 characters but no name for it. Yes or no? And first time when you call it from here, the A is going to hold as an address 100, correct? A of 0 null character it will return, but it will not, because A of 0 is not a null character. So first function I am calling here for you. This requires f of a plus 1 support, and remember this function calls another function, but here you are calling a plus 1, that is 101, so a will have 101. Remember, when you come back, there is another function call, there is another printf, there is much things. Printf is there, a of a, these 3 statements not yet executed, correct or not? You can also go with the tree approach, but remember all the statements. Now again, a of 0 is not equal null, so it's keep on moving further, correct? Again it will take 101 plus 1, 102, and there are statements which need to be executed. We'll call another f, and this time a value is 102, and at 102 still null character is not there, so f of 103 will happen. When it call another f, This time A is 103. First time you encountered, but here also there are many statements to be executed. This returns blind, correct? Now this statement, this function will return back here. Now here first printf is executing here. What is this printf for? 0 of A of 0. At this place, A of 0 means this 102 you have to look at. That is C. The first time the output is coming as a C. This is the first output we are looking at. After that you will come to this A plus 1 back again. F of 103. F of 103, because 102 is your A address is having. 103, when you go back, it will again send back because that 103 is a null character. So you come back here, what is it is? That is second output. It will call again, it will come out. And printf 0 of here again. So is it CC printed? Everybody got CC? That's the first thing that you have from this function. You call 103, return printf. You have this A of 0 means at 102 you have a C, at 102 you have a C. First and second is printed C. That is the key for your output. If there are options, easy to select. If no options, then you should go further. Now this 102, after this, will it return back or not? Because everything is over. Now after this, it has to return. And here, the third print is there. What is the third print? At 101, what is there? 0 of A means this is 101. At this 0 index is this one. So B is printed. Is a small b or capital B? Is a small b. And here, what function is there? F of 102. Remember? F of 102. When you call this printed 2 C's. When you call this, will it print again 2 C's or not? This F102 is went here and you have seen here and it came C printed, it came C printed. The same job, is it repeated here or not? So this repeats exactly like this, but it takes a lot of time to do the function call. It calls F function again, and here A is 102 and this calls F of 103. It takes a lot of time, you know that. No need to do all these things, right? This exactly prints, what is that? Fourth one is here. Here fifth one is here. So there are two F calls here, 103. So CC is printed here. Have you seen what mistake you are doing? If there were no options, you might be danger. Whoever answered all the outputs, you are gone. When it is null, it is not printing. When it is returning back, there is a printf here. Come on, understand. That's what the problem. You are not looking at all the statements. If this function returns, it has to go back to this statement, right? And it prints this and it calls again null, it prints this one. Understand? This was returning null, but not this one. This 103 returning, not this one. You should come back to below 103. It's printing. When 103 calls, it returns nothing, but below that it prints C. So once you come back from here, there is a sixth print here. That sixth print, this 101 job, that B prints here. And after this 6, you will go here. There is one more print, that is the seventh print. That seventh, with the tree, please don't do these things. With the tree approach, you will fail to answer properly. And printf, what you have here, this 100, what is it? A. Right, here it prints. A prints, that's the seventh print. And here F of 101 is there. Whatever 101 did, it will do the same job. This 101 did here to here. Yes or no? This will repeat again. Like whatever this 101 did so far, it was a lot of things printed, right? It called F of function 101, then 102, and everything from here to here is repeated, right? This is the call of F101 and it is repeated back, that is C, C, B, C, C, B. And once you come back from that, then it prints 8, 9, sorry, from here to here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. After 13th, there is a 14th print here. This also prints same because both are 0 of A only. This is 14th print. Okay. Everybody? Yeah. How many of you have done correctly? How many of you understood the same? You are passing an address. Remember, you are passing an address there. Null is not printing. Who said null is printing? This function is different, this function is different. Okay, I made it already separated. You were not looking at properly. This function call is different. Yeah, what is it? This is different and this was different, right? I have already made it separately. This f of 101, this was a f of 100 call. This is a 102 call. 103 is not printing at all. It was returning immediately, because when you call f of 103, it returns because you returns nothing, right? Returns nothing, it comes back, but this printf is printing first time what 102 has. Yeah, Akash, Chavan, that you have to improve a lot. Those people have not understood, that means you are not good at the recursive function calls. Very simple. This was, I'll try to make the calls f of 100 which called f of 101, right? 101. But after calling 101, it should come to print. It should call one more f of 101. It should print, yes or no? And f of 101, it called the 101, it calls f of 102, and there is a print, and there is f of 102, and there is a print, and this 102 calls 103, not just 103, it also requires a print, because there are 4 statements, f of 103, and there is a print. What you are missing here, this 103 returns nothing, but this print 102, what you have? 0 of A. What it is? That is 102 you have here C. Here C prints, this returns nothing, it C prints, you are losing that connection. Here C prints, and here print, what is it? 101, what you have? A B. Here B prints. But this f of 102, already you know what it does. CC it is. It prints CC. And this prints B. B double C B. That's what I did, right? C, C, B double C B. Yes or no? C, C, B double C B. This was completely f of 101 call. And it prints now 100, that is A. And f of 101, what you have done from here to here, look at C, C, B double C B. That is going to be printed here. C, C, B double C B. And this prints A. Now you look at, right? When you have understood this, now you make a tree. And those people who are making a tree directly, by practice you do it. This is not the technique to do it. This is the ultimate final trick, right? And execution environment you understand and make a tree accordingly. Now you will understand what's happening. That is, you practice a lot using tree and you are always going with the tree. Okay. Now you may got it because you are practicing the same way. Yes. The problem with the tree method is, if there are a lot of statements here, you make that many branches. Yes or no? That's why I avoid when I have lot of statements. This branches makes you confusion. You may have the connection in between them, you will fail to. But you can try once you understand the flow. Which of the following variables are created and destroyed automatically based on the scope? Structures, once in a while they are happening. Why do you want finding the size of the structure variable? AB or ABC? Which of the following variables are created and destroyed automatically based on scope? The problem, the A and B everybody answers, but static variables there are two types, local and global. But created and destroyed will never happen based on the scope, correct or not? Both depends on program execution, right? Program begin, program termination. When the program begins, it will create, program ends, destroyed, but will not depend on the scope. Creation and deletion of a memory does not depend on the scope for this too. Even external variables also not depends on the scope, because their scope is whole program. External variables especially. Yeah, program is a lifetime, correct. And this question slightly people confuses with the next question. The scope, the previous one, the memory creation and deletion. This is not a memory creation and deletion. This is access. How do you access the variables now? Accessing the variables, how it depends. Previous one was A and B, but this time the answer is static variables also depends on the scope to access. Creation and deletion of the memory will not depend on the scope, but accessing, if you declared in the program, it should be there in that program to access the variable. If you are there in that block, if you have declared in that block, then you should access in that block only, not outside. Memory, even though it is there, you can't access outside for the static variables. Now the answer is ABC. Okay. Access depends on scope, but lifetime does not depend on the scope. Lifetime means existence in the memory. Lifetime means existence in the memory. Access is able to visibility. Extern access available to all the programs, all the files. Even though you declared in this program, other programs can see. It will not depend on the scope. Their scope is not restricted to any file. It is available to all the files, external variables. The name is external. Everybody can see in the environment. Not this program, even other program can see it if it is linked. This external variable will not limited to the scope where you have declared. Other programs can see it. But static variables, if it is even though global, only that program can see it, not other programs. The main difference between external and static. Okay, you know, right? The external variables are not understood by the compiler, but linker will come to link those external variables to resolve the external references. That's why compiler cannot understand, as it is not one program, it might deal with a lot of programs. Like # include program 1.c, program 2.c. So # include comes into picture. Yeah. Scope basically depends on where you have declared, but that doesn't depends on the where you have declared. Let's wait till somebody calling. Yeah, do it. I have some call. I'll take it. This output. There's no comma. Just you can print as a number, right? 2 percentile this will come, then print as a number with 4-digit whatever you get. It's a numerical answer type, and print as a number, 4-digit number, as you don't have a space. 4143 or 144, whatever you get. And these are the static variables. So I and k always exist here. Nobody can delete till the program termination. Initially they are 0, and auto should be created whenever you call it. There has to be 20 whenever. These are the static. This is R2. Okay, first time when you call it, this environment is there already. J is created, and I plus 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 j. What is I? 0. plus what is j? 20. 0 plus 20 will be assigned to k, but after assigning I also increments. After assigning I also increments to 1. Now this time I is 1, j is 20, not modified yet, k is 20. So you get a value 41. So here you got a one output, you got a 41. Then j plus plus you increment, 20 become 21, and you're coming out of this. At this time this will be deleted, but this 2 will be there. Now when you call again f, j will be created again, that's a 20. Now I plus plus, so this environment will start again. I plus plus, that I is a 1 and j is here 20. 1 plus 20, it goes to here 21, and I has to be increment because I plus plus. And now this time I is 2, j is 20, k is 21. So what is it? 43, right? And 43, and j plus plus is 21, and when it is coming back, returning back, this will be deleted, and when you are returning this, and this will also delete. So now the answer is 41, 43. So this will be deleted only when the program terminates. So answer is 4143. It's not the pre-increment, it is a post-increment. What is the meaning of k is equal to I plus 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 j? It means k is equal to I plus j and I is equal to I plus 1. Everybody understood this point? Because the post increments do later. Take the value of I now and increment later. I is not a global variable, it is a static variable. Static will not delete, j will delete. I am deleting j, not I. I and k will delete when you are coming, when you are returning from here. Here I and k will delete only when you are terminating the program. And when you are entering this program, I and k are created because they are static. And when you are entering here, j is created every time. When you are going out of this, right? When you are going out of this, j is deleted every time. Most of you have done 41, 43, but others, I don't know what's happening. Because this IKR exists, it can return the previous values here. And this is actually not there during runtime. Do not look at that at all, I and k, because that was taken only once. Later on, I and k we don't require to create the memory. Last question. Even though it was bracket, that will not do now. The meaning is post, not a pre. Post means do later. Never misunderstand the post increment. Post increment is always have the highest precedence, but the meaning is do increment later. No, never. How many of you understood k is equal to I plus plus? Even though bracket is first, but it will not increment. It means k is equal to I, then I is equal to I plus 1, because it is the post increment. Post increment means increment later. Definition of post increment is assign I, then increment later. The definition of post increment should never misunderstand. It has the highest precedence, but increment will not happen now. Right? Remember this, increment should not happen now because of the parenthesis. Even though it should take now, but I only you should take now because that's the meaning. Never do such mistakes, the conceptual mistakes. You are understanding post increment as a pre increment, that was wrong. Post increment doesn't mean that it should increment now. Okay. I is 5 and x is 0. This was created when you are entering like this. And this you can delete once you have created the memory. You should never look at that back again, because this is when you are entering the main, this is there, and you don't look at access is here, but memory is created when you are entering the program. But these are visible only here. Only this scope can see these two variables. When you call f, I is equal to I minus 1, that is 4. And 4 is greater than 0, true. So what do you do? X is equal to f plus 1. You can use a tree method if you like it. So x you will get once you know what is f. What f does again? Have we done? What is the value? F. It will call again I is equal to I minus 1. That will be 3. 3 greater than 0. Again x is equal to f plus 1. So you can go with the tree approach now, as you have a lot of calls. Have we done? What is the answer you got? So can I delete this? When you call f first time, this is going to call f, but before calling I become 4. Here 4 greater than 0 and f will happen, and when you call f, again I is equal to I minus 1, that 3 and 3 greater than 0. So here I is equal to I minus 1 happened once, 2 times happened, 1 more time will happen. How long? 3 become 2. 2 become 1. Last time I guess. 1 becomes 0. This time you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times incremented. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. At this time when you call f, I become 0 and this will fail. What will return to here? X. What is the x value first time? 0. Do it. You got a 0, 0 plus 1, 2. So how many times it's going to return? Incrementing only, right? Every time x value is added by 1. So first time here x is going to be 1, and when it returns again 1 become 1 plus 1 2, and 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 1 5. Is it 4 or 5? Because everybody got 4. Is it 4 or 5? Because if you miss one extra call, that will be gone. Because most of the people are answered 4, and cross check it. The last question that I did, because you started doing from 5 minus 1, 4 greater than 0. At that time you called one function, and next time 3 greater than 0 you call this function, from here to here, and 2 greater than 0 you call this function, and 1 greater than 0 you call this function, and 0 greater than 0, that means it should fail here. So this was extra call I have taken, and here 0 greater than 0 fails, here it should return 1. It should return x is 0 here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it answer is 4. So just I cross checked it one more time while explaining. I missed that. This is 4 is the right answer, not 5. Okay. I just tracked exactly what was happened. 4 greater than 0 is the first call. 3 greater than 0, 2 greater than 0, 1 greater than 0, and 0 greater than 0, it's failed, so it should return x. So I return immediately here. So just track properly. If you lose that state condition, you will get extra call. While explaining, I missed that conditions. Anyhow, it's fine. And when you have the picture in exam, you can cross check your mistakes. That's a beauty. If you don't do these things, you will not cross check easily. Why did you call this? Because 4 greater than 0. Why did you call this? 3, 2, 1, and easy to understand. Okay. So I say it like, and almost we did a lot of questions like, static variables, practice more. I'm just helping you what need to be done again. Do it. Arrays and pointers together and individually, all the concepts what you know, please revise it carefully. And functions and recursions alone and combines with above concepts, and loops separately and combinedly, all are very important. Combinedly when they ask, definitely 2 marks. Individually they ask, it may be 1 or 2 marks, depends on the concept. Yeah, now as I said, the many students are here, they are worried about the marks, right? I saw a lot of messages now. These messages mainly they talk about like revision and should I give mock test or not. Now you have only few days, like 4 to 5 days, right? So at this time, mock test, revision, how to do it, and practice, how to do it. These 3 things only you have, right? And if you have any syllabus not covered, please stop doing it. Don't cover anymore if there is a lot of pending in revision and practice. Okay, if everything is done, 1 or 2 topics there, then you can do it, not an issue. But this syllabus, you should be careful now. If you have done everything for all the completed ones, then you can cover 1 or 2 topics for missing syllabus. But this is, you should not do it for 99% students. But 1% students, like, they have done revision practice of all the topics and they are able to attempt mock test and able to get more marks, but 1 or 2 topics left, you can go for that and complete it. But avoid this time going for the new topics in the syllabus. That's the first point. Okay. Okay, avoid it. Second, sir, mock test, should I give it right now? Tell me, should I give it right now? Again, this category is not applicable to everyone. Those who have done revision practice very well, they should do it because they will find their mistakes, right? But who have not done revision practice completely, and giving mock test is waste of time for them right now. Got my point? If anyone completed, if you have done revision, if revision and practice done maximum times 2 to 3 times done, then you may go for mock test for every day 1 or every 2 days 1. That will be okay. Next 2 to 3 days you can attempt mock test. But if you have pending in revision and practice, and go with this revision and practice, mainly use notes that you have made. Don't go for any new notes that you have not seen it. Okay, only that you have read your class notes or your PDFs what you have studied, right? Notes and PDF that you already studied only, remember. And additional to this, If you have already seen some of the PYQs that you are practicing already, then go with that. And in case if you have not done any topic wise practice, you can also give topic wise test if you are not completed. So these are the main things you can go for at this moment: notes that you have studied, PDFs that you have studied, and mostly you should go for revision rather than spending much time on whole subject. So mostly you should go for quick revision and quick practice. Sir, quick revision is not happening for me, right? आज मैं एक स्टूडेंट से बात कर रहा हूँ, सर रिवीजन तो आप बताए 30 मिनट्स, मुझे तो लग रहा है 2-3 घंटे। सर मैं क्या कहा था, पूरा सब्जेक्ट को नहीं देखना है। मैं क्या कहा था, 30 मिनट्स में जो आपसे हो पाता है क्विक स्कैन, जो जो टाइम वेस्ट कर रहा है उसको मार्क करके आगे जाना। क्यों, उनके लिए 1 घंटा स्पेंड करोगे ना, जो उस 1 आवर में जो जो आपको टाइम लग रहा है उनको एक बार प्रैक्टिस करोगे, करेक्ट? सो 30 मिनट्स प्लस 1 आवर, 1.5 आवर होगा ना। तो उस 1 आवर यूज करना है, पहले 30 मिनट्स में रिवीजन करना होगा। 30 मिनट्स नहीं तो 40 मिनट, नहीं तो 50 मिनट, बट लगभग नियर बाय 30 मिनट्स करा। ओके, marks is not compulsory. Those people who got 30-40 marks in mock test, they got 60 marks in actual gate. These marks are not final, but they will give you one idea like where do you stand. कभी कभी ऐसे भी हो सकता है आपको 40-50 इधर आ रहा है तो एक्चुअल गेट में भी 40-50 आ सकता है, बट नॉट फॉर एवरीवन। क्यों, ये जो क्वेश्चंस आप फेस कर रहे हैं एग्जाम में वो क्वेश्चंस नहीं होता है ना। वट एवर यू आर डूइंग राइट नाउ, ओनली कॉन्सेप्ट्स आर लिंक्ड, नॉट द क्वेश्चंस। गॉट इट? तो अगर मॉक टेस्ट में आप अच्छा नहीं कर पा रहे, देयर इज पॉसिबिलिटी यू मे डू बेटर इन एक्चुअल गेट। बट समटाइम्स ये भी होता है, अगर आप बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं मॉक में, देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी यू मे नॉट डू बेटर इन एक्चुअल गेट। एनीथिंग इज पॉसिबल। उस समय में, उस 3 घंटे में एवरीथिंग डिसाइड्स, बट एवरीथिंग इज कॉमन इज योर नॉलेज। Yes, that is right approach, Prashant. You have done enough mock test. At this moment, you know what you are where you are standing, right? So try to find out your the strengths and weakness and do it on, work on them. But there is no difference, right? पिछले मार्क में 50 आया, अभी 27 आया, अगले मार्क में 80 आएगा, नेक्स्ट मार्क में 10 आएगा। यार, this is not about looking at the marks, looking about why you are not able to do the remaining. Why are you attempting the questions which you don't know, like negative marking, why are you getting? उसके ऊपर काम करना होगा। Right? These marks are mandatory, not permanent. ये सिर्फ एक एनालिसिस है आपके लिए, why are you getting 50, why are you getting 20, इसमें कुछ तो होगा आपकी प्रॉब्लम। Identify that mistakes you should do, like getting marks is not primary focus. And Arya, I say one thing, no test series is good, no test series is bad. Test series is not for judging the questions and answers, it's judging your knowledge basically. What you have, what you are presenting, how do you apply them? There may be possibility that question may be wrong, but still, how do you analyze that wrong question? It is important for you. Any test series that you take, out of let's say 65 questions, maybe 50 questions are correct. That 50 questions you are able to attempt properly, you get a lot of marks, 60 plus, 70 plus, you cross it. But where do you stand? That is very important. If it is scheduled, it will take a learner. Yeah, you forgot means you are trying to memorizing. Otherwise, you do revision multiple times. That concepts you may not forget. Whatever you are forgetting now. So last, जिसको confidence कम लग रहा है by looking at the marks, please avoid giving mocks at the end. But I saw a lot of people getting advantage. If you have done all these things, mocks will give you advantage. But when you are lacking this revision practice, please don't go for them. Spend much time on here. Every student will not have the same criteria. If I have prepared all these subjects before 3 months, my job is now giving mock test and revision only, right? Maximum time. But those who have completed syllabus right now, they should focus on your revision practice. You need to have a quick recalling mechanism. Okay, all right. So agar 10 बजे digital class will wind up here, and thank you so much for joining today's session. See you tomorrow, a compiler design session. Okay, कोई भी हो अगर doubts होगा, please you can connect with me. We'll discuss what is best possibility. But ऐसे कोई particular method नहीं होता, इसी method को follow करना है. But I request everyone, don't look at the marks that you get. They are not your ultimate deciders. Remember that. We have seen a lot of students who did not perform well in mock, but they did very good rank. They got a very good rank in actual gate. So that is your motivation. Like, you may get the rank, but only the thing is, please don't demotivate, don't lose your confidence. Till the exam, you keep your confidence high and attempt with a positive mindset. Yeah, Prashant, I'll check. That's okay. 28 is not a problem, but do practice and revision. Ankit, electricity problem. Kya kare, you are facing very difficult situation. Okay, see you then. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you. All right. Night.